As for today's video, we're going to do a bit differently. I came across a YouTube short that I thought it's fun to react to because it's how life is now. So that is what we're going to do. I'm also going to break down why this system is created, because it's a 9 to 5 system. Why it is created, and that after all, it's not as bad as it may sound. It's only that people come to the next level point in life that it is being put down. So I will put up the video here and then we'll watch it together.
Ik kreeg laatst een TikTok doorgestuurd van een meisje en die zei van...
Luister, ik ben 24 en ik zit volgens mij nog een beetje in die fase waarin ik in shock ben dat ik de komende 40 jaar moet werken. Ik heb afgelopen 5 jaar gestudeerd, zo vaak...
That is reality today. You sit here 24, you've studied for, in the Netherlands, 20 years, and then you need to work for 40 years to live your life. Then you can say I retire and I live the last of my days. And well, it is hard that you've always worked and it was just working towards something, towards an exam, which you will tell. But then it was just everything is going to be automated. Everything around you is automated for you. You do not have to put in any work. And now we get into the part.
Helemaal afgezegd. Zo erg gestreden voor mijn fucking tentamens met het gevoel dat ik ergens naartoe aan het werken was. En nu ben ik er en wat...
That's what she's saying. She has studied for 5 years, cancelled plans with friends, family, boyfriend, even maybe partner. Trying the best to get her exams, to pass her exams. And then you face this afterwards.
Wat kan ik doen? 5 keer per week om 7 uur 's ochtends opstaan, om vervolgens in de file naar werk te zitten. Om vervolgens 8 uur achter mijn laptop te zitten, weer in de file terug naar huis, 6 uur thuis.
Battling for your exams, putting every bit of blood, sweat and tears to eventually wake up at 5 and wake up at 7 in rush hour traffic 5 times a day, sitting for 8 hours behind the laptop, and then you drive back. Then you need to do groceries, which you will tell, exercising, and then it's already 10, 11, and then you need to go to bed.
Zijn, boodschappen doen, koken, afwassen, sporten en naar bed. Snapt iemand het?
Ja, dat is het. Dat is waar je naartoe werkt. Die video had volgens mij iets van 60.000 likes. En dat gaf mij ook wel aan van...
It is true, it's a life you sign up for. It is the safest route. It is known as the safest route. But then, if you look at it, it's not bad. It's not that your life goes down like this, or that it's all worse. No. It's only that people have the ability to get rich much faster, getting rich so extremely wealthy that it looks like a last option. But it is what you sign up for. If you do not want to take the risk, this is the life you sign up for. If you are taking the risk, then you get something. That is the trade-off you do, essentially.
Hoeveel mensen er eigenlijk gewoon go with the flow en... Oh ja, wat ga ik morgen doen? Wat ga ik dit weekend doen? Oh, dan een verjaardag, dan ga ik op vakantie. En op een gegeven moment 25 zijn. Vanaf een vierde 21 jaar lang op school hebben gezeten. En dan denk ik, oh fuck, dan moet ik voor de rest van mijn leven werken. Als het is wat je wil, doe je ding. Maar mensen leven dag tot dag.
As like he says, 60,000 people like this. That means that 60,000 people already signing up for this. And if that is what you want, nothing wrong with that. I'm not here to say you need to follow a path that I want or a path that someone else wants. But it's just a reality check. And it made me think about my school career, which may sound very old, actually 18. That you're working towards your exams, and then it's just go working. You need to get up in the morning, go toward work, then you go back, and then it's like, I need to make a video, I need to edit a video, which is today. And it's just so much that you're thinking, holy fuck, man. Then you know, that is the moment that I always say, your younger years are the best. Or you may be at high school and you think that homework, I do not want to do it. Trust me, that homework is the least of your problems. That is what it is. People live today from day to day. We're looking 20 years ahead. It's only when you buy a house, then you're looking at the future. But now, what's going to come tomorrow? That is how we live. Now, as I said, there's a reason behind this system. And it had to do with the Industrial Revolution, which is, out of the 5 points, my first point. And actually, it's better, because before this system came, workers were working 10 to 16 hours a day, getting paid less, working their butt off, being treated as slaves. So you can say it's all bad and I have to follow this. Eventually, it's for the better. We have developed so much that we can afford to do this. So it's more like, after watching this video completely, do you still disagree with me? Because I'm the one who thinks I can achieve something better. I know I can achieve something better. But even if I look at this, it's not bad. Only it's where you want to sign up for. So in the late 1800s, labor was pushed to 8 hours, 9 hours work days. Why? They saw an increase in productivity, happiness, and health. As we revolutionize very fast these days, especially with technology, we invent so much in just a small time. It is crazy. If we started in 1600s, we had ships, and now we have cars that break 300 miles an hour, which is a little equivalent to over 500 kilometers an hour. And you're thinking like, how are we revolutionizing this fast? And that has to do with increased productivity, better health, we live longer, better medicine, and it's to do with Henry Ford. He is the one who invented the 40-hour work week. Why? You still have time off to do something. But it was not that you're being treated as a slave. That was the important part. So that is why this system is created. But I also have another reason. Economic and productivity balance, which was a hard thing to get, because if you work 10 to 16 hours, you come literally home, you eat, and you sleep, and that is 7 days a week. So you can understand how that kills you, kills productivity. There's no way that you're enjoying it at some point. So they wanted to optimize productivity, which means less hours, more free time. So they ensured the workers are not overworked and had some time off to do something they want. That especially, I will come to that, why the weekend is invented, actually. But the study showed that 8 hours work shift balanced the output and the well-being of a worker. It's designed that way. that if you work 8 hours, you have still time to do something if you really want to, but you can relax also. It's not just working, sleep, working. That is not it. So that is the second reason why it is invented. Now, there was a problem that came. It has to do with social structure. Especially families, which were much larger than today. Today we have around 1 to 2 kids maximum, even some countries having a limited on how many kids you can have. So it was designed for families. It was aligned with school schedules. Why? As a parent, you need to work, but also you need to drop off your kid to school. So they made it easier for families to function properly, which led to their well-being because they can function properly. So as they are enjoying it more, being a parent, not putting that much of a stress on them, it led to increased well-being, which led to increased productivity. But also had to do with businesses. Will respond only on business days and business hours. So businesses knew when they could communicate with each other, when they could expect an answer, and when they could expect that no one would answer a phone. As for today, we now have businesses 24/7 open. But then it was just 8 to 5, 9 to 5. That was your open hours. After that, you closed out and no one can reach you anymore. But it also made controlling workspaces easier. Why? Companies knew when they could expect an employee, when they could arrange something. That made it easier because everyone was open at the same hours. But it also had another benefit. An employee knew when they would end and when they would start. So having that fixed hour schedule, it made it easier for employees to plan around something. So if they needed to get a kid and they needed to be like 5:30 at their grandma, you could plan that, pick them up, go to home. It made it easier to plan everything around for themselves eventually. And the last thing, it brought economic stability. So then people had a certain time to spend a certain amount of money. After that, it was just that. It's when the market closes in crypto, it's just that. No one can come in, no one can come out. There are no changes. As for now, there are changes every time because the market is just continuing 24/7. That is one of the downsides of doing crypto. If it is a 24/7 market and you're going to sleep and it spikes up and you wake up and it goes down like a stone, then you're done. So that is why they brought economic stability. Then the weekend was invented because then you would have time off to relax, fully recharge, but it also was to encourage spending, to spend a bit more, go on a shopping spree or doing something nice. That is why it was introduced. So that are the 5 key elements why this was introduced. And if you think now, is this really bad? Of course, it has some downsides, which are you're having fixed hours, you're not as freely, it is limited money. But if you look at that, the trade-off you get a stability, you know what's going to happen, It's not when it's going to happen, you know it's going to happen, what is going to happen. It's predictable. So if you look at that, the system really is an improvement. Now, what's happening now, because I said, we're revolutionizing like rabbits. Now we're looking at what we want. And businesses are transferring to that, which is we transfer most or part-time remotely, as technology lets us do it. And also nice to have that you're not in rush hour traffic. Gives a nice bit of boost. You can sleep a bit longer, which a good rest helps also. And it just, some jobs do not even require physical presence. Even for companies, it's a win-win too, because you had these massive buildings of people working in a cubic, working constantly. Well, now it's just, you do not have to rent out that space. But also, businesses are open 24/7. A gas pump, a government facility, a hospital. They're open 24/7 for help responding. So now we're looking at more flexible hours, which is what we want. We want to be more flexible with our time. If we want to work on the weekends and want to have during the week off, it's possible nowadays. So it's really a criteria we have developed now that we want to be more flexible in what we can do. But now there comes a part which really is a needle in our foot. As with social media, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, people are getting faster, overly stressed, depressed, and getting into burnout because they get so much stimulation that they cannot control it anymore. It's too many stimulants going off in their head, and after a while, the brain just says, done. So what we're doing now, we're going to 4-day weeks, which most of the times means 36 hours. So it's just 8 to 5 to make sure you have that rest. That is one of the downsides that we developed this March. If you get something and it is good, it has the downside, which now it is just, we're so overly stressed that we cannot even focus on something for more than 10 seconds. And as I said, we want flexible times, but we want to do that because then we're more productive. Not just that rigid schedules. It lets us control our life, control when we want to work, and that is why part-time is becoming so popular also. But even though we're changing rapidly, this system will stay here. Even though it's getting less, and some jobs require less, even though AI is taking much over, especially with high-end paying jobs that people do not want to leave. Then you study for 20 years, and then you be a call answerer. Hi, this is government. How can I help you today? It does not mean anything that you have a fancy degree. The value is getting dropped because people want experience nowadays, that they can know. They know how to work. Because a study book is completely different than real life experience. So even though you sign up for this life, which is not bad, the system will stay here, but it's not bad. You work until you're 70, then you can enjoy. So if that is what you want, it's not the best choice to do. It's not wrong. You can enjoy life to the fullest. Only you are limited in what you can do at a certain point. So even though many people hate this system, actually it's not that bad. So that was it for today. Maybe I come upon another video like this. Even though it is quite a reality check, I still enjoy it. It's not like I'm tired of doing my work, tired of doing this. I still enjoy it. So even though there's much hate to it, it has bring good. Especially when we were treated as slaves, it brings something good these days. So that was it for today, and I hope to see you in my next video.